Oh, the season's almost over, and I know I don't do this very often with this series. We're going to play the Toronto Maple Leafs, but if you look here at the Central, we're not a playoff team. Well, we could still make the playoffs. Look at the Winnipeg Jets, and we don't have we just lost a head-to-head game to them. But there are 5 games left, 10 points on the table. We could still make the playoffs. But I've got to be the hero in the net, and I'm thinking for this particular episode, we need to lower the difficulty or a slider or something to make it a little more feasible for me to stop the puck. Here we go. Okay, Austin Matthews and the Maple Laughs. How does this go? First period. And I did get scored on. Corey Perry in Toronto now. Man, this guy has played for about half the league now, hasn't he? Second period of play, and I didn't get scored on. But I've only faced 16 shots. Let's jump into this one. All right, here we go. And I'm recording this in short succession after the last episode. I have something I want to talk about, though, as we get into this. Oh, what a save. Nicely done. Can you stop splitting your legs like that? It's very dangerous for your groin. But we've changed the sliders. This isn't exactly what I was trying to talk about, but we changed the AI difficulty. Oh my god, I'm making saves! I am making saves! I don't think there's a great camera replay angle, but somehow that deflected out of play. Oh, here's a good one from inside the net. You still can't even see it. It happened so quickly. My reflexes are just too good right now. He's just too good! Cannot be scored on. You hear that, John Tavares? Timothy Liljegren, do you hear it? I hear the sound of puck hitting the leather of my glove. Thumbnail, baby! Seems like the slider adjustments was the right move. We've bumped aggression. We've maxed out aggression. And I bumped hitting power way up, too. And there was something else I bumped up. I don't even know. Oh, puck control. I bumped puck control up. Seems like it was the right move. Difficulty and AI learning are turned down. AI difficulty and adjustment. Oh, my God. They just whipped that thing back in. So that's not even my fault. Did you just see the passing on that? Amazing touch on the passing. So maybe my reflexes were a touch slow on that one. But I mean, there's no. Look at this. They carved up the defense like a block of Swiss cheese. And I looked like Swiss cheese on that save. Or save attempt, rather. Not a save, but an attempt at a save that was fruitless to begin with. There's so much. So I've talked about the sliders. There's so much that I kind of want to get into, but I'll talk about it at the face-off. But if you are an avid follower of this channel, thank you very much, by the way. But if you're an avid follower, I have this NHL 13 series going on that hasn't been uploaded in a long time, and that is the Center Be a Pro series for NHL 13. Well, I have some terrible news for that series. It's done. And why is it done? Well, my PS3 of 14 years, 13 actually, it died. It basically died. It was running on life support to begin with. Well, it's over. Yeah, I pulled the plug on it. It won't even turn on anymore. I've tried. It just, as soon as I turn it on and power it on, black screen of death immediately. And if you, on the odd chance that I've gotten it to boot up, as soon as you try to load a game in, it just crashes. And so I think that console is done. The good news is the Washington series has been recorded in full. Thank God, because the Washington series is fully recorded, and we can get that series fully uploaded, no problem. But the PS3 is done. On the other side, today I literally ordered a new. I came off the short side post. Who cares about that goal? Anyway, I ordered a new PS3 console, and I also ordered NHL 14 for that gaming system. And so we'll be getting to a new series because I like to do season modes with the old NHL games. I mentioned it in that series. I never played NHL 14, so this will be a new one for me. So you'll get the chance to experience my first time with NHL 14, doing a new season mode. I'll probably get that recorded this summer. I won't have much of anything better to do, especially since I'm done with the Washington series. Hug this post. Oh, Okay, I'm glad we steered the puck in the right direction on that one. That was dangerous. And it's going to go out front, isn't it? Nice. Who has a goal in this game as well. Yarn Crow, split save. Got bailed out by the defense. So anyway, we're going to be doing a new season mode. I'll start recording it sometime within the next several weeks of the NHL 14 season mode. So you'll know roughly when that one goes up. You'll know roughly when it began recording, sometime in April or May of 2024 here. What a beautiful anticipating save on Yarn Crow. Have I looked amazing in this period? I mean, for the 3 goals against in this game, I've looked very competent in the net. And I haven't changed the actual difficulty. We're still on All-Star difficulty, I think it is. My plan was to get another season mode going with NHL 13 now that I'm finished recording the Washington series. And I'm glad I didn't start it. And I won't spoil anything about that series either just yet. But we will begin recording episodes of that series soon. I'd heard great things about NHL 14. Some people claim it's the greatest NHL game ever made. Really. And like I said, I never played it because I just never saw any point in buying NHL 14 after buying NHL 13. Well, some people say the skating is a little more refined. I'll find out for myself when I get my copy of the game. Well, they haven't called me to the bench for the extra attacker. As far as I'm concerned, I don't see anything asking for an empty net. I haven't been put into free skate mode by the game. It's a good thing. Jake McCabe will try to shoot, but we're going to lose this one. And our playoff hopes dim even further after this loss. I think that minus 18 is a little unfair to begin with. Coach Krause is upset about the PS3 dying. That's what it is. He just handed out negative line score for the PS3 dying. I'm just as upset as you are. I was looking forward to the next NHL 13 series. So again, this is what remains of our season and of our ever struggling playoff hopes. I don't think we're going to be a playoff team. Am I done for the year? Have I started my last game for the St. Louis Blues here in Season 2? It's finally about over, but this is what remains, these 4 games. And I'm wondering if this episode is basically over already after the Leafs game. Well, good news! It's not my last game. This could be my last game, because if that game against the Leafs was the last game of this recording session, I don't know how I would find the content to fill out this episode, unless we just go ahead and skip right to the next season. So I'm glad I get this game against the Dallas Stars, but this could be it. This could be the last game of Season 2 and the last episode of Season 2. Well, this will be the last episode of Season 2, no matter what, whether I start another game after this or not. But I need to put on another good showing just for morale. I didn't even pay attention to the results we got in the last 2 games because I have not started 2 straight games. So first period against Dallas, and it's a 1-1 game. Okay, I'll take that. I mean, it's Tyler Seguin, but from the Rockstar zone. I mean, he is a Rockstar player, so that kind of makes sense. Second period of play. Oh, Seguin again. And I was going to say, but now Pavelski pulls a Rockstar zone. Well, it's a little above the Rockstar zone. You're going to have to consult the Danny Heatley fan account on Twitter for that one. Well, we're not done yet, and I haven't really paid attention. Did Dallas change the center ice logo at their arena? I mean, that's pretty sick, the state of Texas with a giant star D inside it. Hey, listen, there was no other way to describe that logo. That's the best way I could describe the logo at center ice. Everything's bigger in Texas, though, right? The puck isn't too big for me, though. I can stop the puck. The saves I make are even bigger when I play in this building. And also, the Stars are running what seems to be a 1-3-1 trap. So if I want to get a goalie goal before Season 2 expires, this may be my last chance to do so. That's Patrice Bergeron taking the face-off with the Dallas Stars. He is not retired. Oh, blocked. All right, it looks like we're going to get this out. Ryan Hartman. And instead of... I don't mind going for it. Shorthanded, go for it. Your season is probably on the line. It's probably already over. Save on Jamie Benn. Short side try. One-timer blocked from the point. Heiskanen, glove save. We've looked so much better since changing a couple of slider settings. And the game plays better. And the AI are shooting more. See, the thing with the AI is you never know what makes them shoot more. There just simply needs to be a slider for that with Goalie Be a Pro as a series. There's multiple people who play this series on YouTube, And so it would be worth the effort, I think, especially for people's YouTube series of this game. It would be worth it to put a slider in there for shot frequency. I played that to the Dallas Stars. That was dumb. Ugh. You know, I did that last year in the Goalie Be a Pro series as a Hurricane against the Calgary Flames, and I made the save after the turnover. I didn't do that this time. I got really cocky because I saw a chance to fling it down the ice, and it would have been easy to just clear it. But I don't really care, as Season 2 is done and over with. This is basically an experiment at this point to see if we can get the game to play pretty reasonable as we enter Season 3, which I like the way this is playing now. Why wasn't most of Season 2 playing like this? I mean, when I'm not being incompetent, I'm pretty somewhat competent in the net when I'm not being a complete dildo out here on the ice. Let's see if they test me from out there. They do. Blocker side save. But my angles are on point right now. I mean, you'd think the game would not give me the save on that shot, but it's feeling very generous. Coach Krause hasn't been feeling generous with the line score lately. He needs to give me a couple of points in line score after this game. Right now, we're not finding much of a way to beat the 1-3-1 trap. And that's going to be a fight between Robertson and Thomas. I think that's Robert Thomas throwing fists with Jason Robertson. Oh, can I come out and start a goalie fight? I am in free skate mode, but I can't change the angle. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. This is bad. Okay, now the camera changes. Might as well just throw him here over the big D. We're going to throw him over the big D. Come on, Onger. You want some big fists in your big face? I don't even know what size face you have. But, I have the uglier looking face right now. Well, that goalie fight went about how you would expect it to go. Losing both on the scoreboard and at center ice. I just had to take all of Jake Ottinger's energy out of him. So he would lose energy trying to fight me. And then, that hit the post. And then went right to Jamie Benn. And the Dallas Stars score, and they retake their 3-goal lead. And you can stop asking questions about this game. It's definitely over now. Forget about my plans to exhaust Jake Ottinger. To be fair, that was really a unlucky bounce off the post. It was a lucky bounce off the post, and then it wasn't. Please, Coach Krause, do not pull me. This could be my last game of the season. It probably is, and I deserve that. But there's also 6 minutes left in the game. Just don't pull me, please. I got an unlucky break off the post. That's blocked. Side of the net chance. Heiskanen. Oh my god, deflected trickling puck. I don't think this team has 3 goals in them in 4 minutes. I would love to see that, believe me, but I think we're tanking for whoever the next greatest prospect is. I don't even know if we're bad enough to get the number 1 overall draft pick. We have to win the draft lottery to get the first overall pick. And who knows how long my time in St. Louis will be. Should I even really care about whether our team gets the number 1 overall pick? I may have greater and better plans. Be put to better pastures, greener pastures in the future. But I'm making beautiful saves since we changed the sliders. So I seem to have found the secret to making this play well. But that might be it. This might be it for Season 2. I would imagine this is my final game. Take it all in. I want that goalie goal. Not that it matters. Jake Onger is in the net. So I can't score it if I wanted to. And that shot will break the stick of Heiskanen. And Onger will cover with 0.8 of a second left. So 0.8 of a second still remains on my season. And we will watch the end of Season 2 from my goal crease as the puck drops. I don't think I'm getting the start in that last game. There's Patrice Bergeron right there, just for confirmation that you've seen him in a Dallas Stars victory green jersey. Well, I do believe that is the end of season. And I faced 34 shots in that game. You know, I would have been very, very close to 900. I wouldn't have had an exactly 900 save percentage. But without giving up, you know, the one off the post, which was an unlucky break for me, I think I gave up 2 goals and intervention. Did I give up 2? I think intervening, I gave up 2 goals. But without that goal against, at least one of them, I would have had a pretty decent save percentage coming out of that game and probably a nicer line score. But Season 2 is done, and I'm finishing the year as a backup, which is to be expected, I guess. So that's it. Well, I guess we just simulate through the summer now. Yep, we just simulate through the summer. I'm not starting against the Chicago Blackhawks. And our season has concluded. Skill tree. Oh, I haven't been to the skill tree in ages. And I don't even know how many points. I have 7 trade points available. No wonder I haven't been to the skill. I need to go to the skill tree badly and spend some points. My God. What do we think? 98? I really have a 98 5-hole? That's crazy. Almost a 98 5-hole. It's hard to say what really needs the most work. Resiliency, that could work. We could work on that. Rebound control. I mean, we have so many trait points that we can definitely, we'll do that. We'll definitely bump up resiliency because I have so many trait points available. So we'll purchase that. That bumps me down to 5 trait points. And then as far as movement, speed, agility, agility is lower. So we'll spend 2 on that. We'll purchase that trait. And then this is vision, isn't it? Yeah, vision is fine. As far as I'm concerned, vision is fine. What was that one? Durability and endurance, which allows you to get more starts. So that's going to cost 1 trait point. We'll just purchase that, and that leaves me with 2. And we can spend the last one on, glove high. How about that? Purchase that. The Florida Panthers are Stanley Cup champions in Season 2, so they finally get it done with Matthew Tkachuk. I wonder who they played. We'll have to wait to see that information. Well, you did it. Seems like most, if not all, hockey fans know your name now. How are you feeling? Just means I get to talk about myself more in front of the camera, so I'm loving it. See, Reporter Weidman, I'm an influencer. Don't you know this? I'm not influencing the puck out of the back of the net enough, though. Seems you didn't manage to win the cup this time like you promised. Do you think you flew too close to the sun? Listen, Reporter Weidman, I would never fly too close to the sun. That's why you go at night. Well, we did not. Well, we didn't move up or move down in the draft lottery, so we're picking 11th. Chicago gets the first overall pick in a trade with Toronto. Vegas jumps from 7 to 2. Of course, Vegas would do that. This is super realistic. Vegas would jump from 7 to 2. Actually, Vegas not even making the playoffs is kind of crazy. So who was the big loser in all of this? Vancouver drops from 4 to 5. Buffalo from 5 to 6. Who was that's the big drops. So the big winner in all this, of course, is Vegas. Philly's probably the biggest loser. They go from 2 to 3.